do have an intro, and then we're going straight into Diddy. I don't know if you can say that anymore. Can you say Diddy? Can you say straight into Diddy?
Straight into Diddy? Oh, man.
That's kind of a lot, right?
Just realize none of it can make you happy. Once you've bought everything you want, and there's literally nothing on earth else that you want to buy. You know, I just wish that was a gift that everybody could have, because there's nothing that material can do to satisfy you. Right? It's like drinking salt water, right? Like you'll never get enough. You're just going to make yourself more and more thirsty. Right. You know, I'm in that phase of my life that can actually be scary. When you realize that no relationship, that no money, that no kids, that like there's literally nothing that can make you happy. That happy is an internal, full frontal contact with your dark night of the soul, and you reconcile that you gotta make happy in here. You gotta make happy in here with none of that stuff. Damn. You gotta take happy to the people you love. You can't try to get it from them. You know, and it's like you gotta take happy to work. You're not gonna get happy from work.
I like that.
I did like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck he be reading. Cause Dodge got us reading about some other shit. I want a book with motherfuckers come away with gems like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He seems y'all reading.
I don't even know. I haven't read the shit in a minute.
Groceries, heaven.
Huh? I think it's the Heaven and Earth grocery store.
Yeah.
Melly. If you really want to know. It's the Heaven and Earth grocery store.
I didn't really
It's actually
know.
pretty good.
Are you reading it, Melly?
bugging.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all suck for that because we're all having like this cultural revolution. I was playing into the book because I was going to lift up the book.
I have my own book that I'm reading. That's
I've
the
never
reason
seen
why.
you with this book. I've literally never. You have a book that you're reading? I've never seen you with it.
Why would I bring it to work?
That's what people do that actually like their books.
I have the book right there in my things,
But
but
you just said so.
I'm not going
Have
to
you ever heard the word
read it.
contrarian? Why would I bring it to work? Oh no, it's right there. You're loaded with the disagreeing.
like it's with my stuff, but I'm not gonna bring it as I'm not gonna be like, okay, I'm coming to work. I'm gonna make sure I have the book so I can
But
read
you
at work.
literally made sure you had the book.
No, I did not make sure. It's already in my things. That's with me everywhere I go.
Which is exactly what I said. So what are we arguing about?
I'm saying that I don't read it at work.
Like I was saying. Shout out to Melly. How are you, babe?
For that, Melly.
How are you?
I'm good.
Apparently her and Trauma matching.
Coordinating.
You have on plaid. She has on leopard. How is this coordinated?
Same color scheme.
Me and you have the same color scheme on.
I guess.
Yeah, there's like a reddish hint in both of our shirts. Tan and tan.
No, I think you just gotta let them have this
Yeah,
one.
there you go.
Gray pants.
No, you gotta let them have this one.
Man, y'all all suck.
You gotta let them have it.
Y'all all fucking suck. How y'all feeling though? Are y'all happy?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Happy to be here.
What makes you actually happy to be here?
What makes me happy to be
What?
here?
No, what makes you happy, period? Zeus.
What makes me happy, period? Oh, I got an intro now. Thanks for edifying me. Hey guys, my name is Zeus.
Fuck. I don't even know what that word means, but I know it's shade.
It's all good. What makes me happy, period? Jesus.
Jesus?
Jesus
No.
makes you happy?
I said Jesus.
No. He said no. Not that
He said
nigga.
not.
Wow.
No.
Happy is very loaded. I think what makes me happy though, in general, is that my bills are paid. I know that sounds crazy and like superficial and
Yeah,
shit.
go deeper into that.
But-
No Diddy.
Good one. So I mean, as you and everybody else in the chat knows and here knows now, I work for myself. You know what I'm saying? So I work for myself. I get to.
That's excellent.
Yeah, man.
Stressful though.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying?
Pardon me for saying this real quick, cutting you off, but I was literally just saying that.
What?
There's a lot of people out here that are successful entrepreneurs.
That are.
They are.
Yes.
They are doing it.
Yes.
The only problem with that is you still got to wake up tomorrow and do it again.
Yes.
You have to continuously do it
until you find the
day.
leverage. You know what I mean? Which we're all working on.
And even then, you got to keep going.
Yeah. And,
You just know Jay-Z's still trying to make $50 million deals.
And then you gotta get big enough so you get bought out by some white company and ride off into the sunset. Like, fuck it.
Which none do.
What?
Ride off into the sunset.
Well, then that means they're just like love of the game type shit. But I'm riding off into the sunset like that, like all them black creators that get bought up by white niggas. Go ahead, man. Buy me out for $10 million. I'm out, nigga. Like, I'm out. But no, to your point and to my point, being an entrepreneur is hella stressful. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I love it. I wouldn't necessarily trade it for anything. But part of my happiness comes from the fact that I am successful at it. You know what I'm saying? Because when that ship can sink, that ship can sink. There's not a successful entrepreneur that you know right now that didn't see like the bottom at some point. You know what I'm saying? Where he was like, damn, like I'm 5 bands in bills a month or whatever, and this month
You're only making $3,000.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever, or need a handout real quick from somebody that they know, like, you'll help me till I get back up. You know what I mean? Now you got to go find the bread, right? There's a saying, you eat what you kill. Right, so if you don't go out there and you don't kill shit, you're not eating tonight. You know
It doesn't sound like a very happy existence, though.
Nah, I think it's like the love of the game type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Love of the game doesn't depend on money, though. It doesn't. The money doesn't make the love. You're saying like, yo, my bills is paid. That's how you led.
Yeah, because my bills are paid, my kids' bills are paid. You know what I'm saying?
Turn your fucking phone on.
My kids' bills are paid. My bills are paid. I'm happy. I mean, I get to go. I can genuinely do whatever I want to do.
What about just being a dope ass trainer? What about actually seeing the results in your clients, seeing them come from being really big and bloated to skinny and fit?
Yeah.
What about shit like that?
I think when you got so many years in the game of doing whatever you're doing, it's like a standard to you. So I don't get as excited when clients are successful because
I don't like his form of happiness, Tron.
All right, that's cool. Give me something happier. Go ahead. What are you happy about?
I don't like a happiness that has to come with a monetary return. Because the minute that monetary return doesn't validate you, you're not happy no more. The minute that, like you said, the minute that the bills are paid, you don't find that purpose is in you, bro.
Right. I don't think anybody's happy all the time.
Diddy again, but I need to chill. Right?
Nobody's happy all the time. So I think
your soul can be happy.
Is your soul always happy?
I have found purpose. Although I can be stressed. I can be stressed in other ways. My soul is happy. But I said, bro, I knew she was who I wanted to marry today. Where she's at today.
Right.
She's far from perfect. Like, I hate her a lot of times.
Yeah.
But I knew today, where she's at today, I was happy with that. I'm super comfortable with that. With all of the flaws, all of the bullshit, all of the things I complain about, I'm happy where she is today. And that's what I meant when I was talking about my own happiness. Okay. Yeah, there's going to be shit that goes wrong. Yeah, there'll be days that I'm not happy with whatever situation, whatever bill, whatever. But my purpose, who I am, the fact that every podcast in the game is arguing and it's not me, I don't have nothing to do with it. Nigga, I'm ecstatic about life.
Right, but to the question, what are you happy about in general?
I am happy that I'm not happy. I found equilibrium in my purpose sense, right? As a father, as a man, as my namesake, who I am, who I was born with. And I used to say that I owed my young me, that I owed him. I feel like I've paid that nigga back. I feel like yo, we good. You know what I'm saying? We caught up. We all right. You know what I'm saying? You're able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, you a good motherfucker. You a dope motherfucker. My visceral reaction to seeing a friend or a person in need is to help them. I'm a good person.
Now, but is this happiness, couldn't this happiness also kind of be, mine was monetary, right? Couldn't it just now sound like it's contingent on like how you make other people feel or how you help other people?
People pleasing.
Yeah. So, right. We could use that word. So in that, we're still one and the same. Mine just is monetary. You know what I'm saying? But it's transactional. Yours is transactional. You just gave me a transaction.
Maybe.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Happiness is like a flawed concept.
Are we comparing money and energy? And positive energy?
They are comparable. Because a lack of money doesn't create positive energy either.
It does.
And Zeus isn't talking about money from a greed standpoint. Like, he talk about like being able to pay your bills. There's a certain level of satisfaction as an entrepreneur. I understand
right
what he's saying.
Tron, what makes you happy?
A bunch of things, man. I think like, you know, when you wake up, the first thing on your mind should be just gratitude. Just, it's so many things to be thankful for. There's always room for improvement, like we all said. There's always more money to make. There's always flaws that could be straightened out. But there's so many blessings that we all have. You know what I mean?
This episode is sponsored to you by Good Friday.
It
felt churchy.
I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, and not to sound like that, but you know, there's so many things where I'm like, oh man, I wish I could have done this. I wish I could have did this. I wish I had more money, this and the third. Right. But I'm good where I'm at. I'm happy with my life to this point. I'm happy with the direction I'm going. I'm happy with the people in my life. You know what I mean? Right. Are there some things that stress me out? Of course. There's some things that bother me, yes. But like Will Smith said, like happiness is super internal. You just got to be able to weigh the scales, and the gratitude just got to be heavier than the shit you wish.
I think that's just a hard question to answer, not to cut you off. It's just a hard question to answer.
You did cut him off.
Yeah. Oh, I did, right?
No, that's good.
You cut him off and did say not to. I felt the conclusion. Didn't even say like, are you finished?
I felt the conclusion though. I felt like he was in the back end of the last paragraph.
Did you ask him? Are you done?
I felt it.
Yeah, not to cut you off is a funny ass
That's
statement.
the crazy.
Why you cutting me off?
Keep going.
Yes.
You're done. You're done. You're done. Yeah. My point is way better than yours right now. We heard you.
I was piggybacking, really. But go ahead. Now I'll try to finish it.
I was closing up the show.
I know. I felt it.
This episode is going to be amazing. I will say this, not to cut you off.
That was good.
I was riding down the block the other day. Oh my God. It was 6:30 in the morning. It was like 6:15 in the morning, a.m. I don't know. Shut up. Mm-hmm. I just said that. Mm-hmm. And I saw 4 short immigrants. Mm-hmm. You know which ones.
Sure. Oh my gosh. Mm-hmm.
Well, should I just say? Because I don't know.
Paint the picture.
I keep saying this.
Paint the picture. Go ahead.
I can't say Mexican. You don't know if they're Venezuelan. You don't know if they're Ecuadorian. They could be a lot of different things. The one thing they all have in common is short.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? I don't think I'm racist. Am I racist? Am I prejudiced? Maybe. But I'm comfortable with that. You remember you talking about people pleasing?
Yeah.
A girl said the other day in Mouse's comedy show, which was really fun. If you get a chance, go to Mouse's comedy show. Right? He has a lot of different comedians. I'm gonna get back to my original point. I know I just went on a tangent. This
show is just
this one girl. I know. She said this team of girls. They said people pleasers do the most to make people like them. Most people don't like people that try to make people like them all the time. It's like cringy. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to be liked. It's the people that don't give a fuck that everybody wants them to like them. They want to make the people that don't give a fuck like them.
Right.
So stop trying so hard. Just be yourself. So going back to the short people.
Bring it all home.
I was at a light and I seen them carrying, you know how they carry like the buckets on their back when they work in construction, and they got like big ass bricks and dirt, and they coming out and they loading it into a van outside, and they gotta go right back in the crib and get another bucket, and they're doing this all fucking day. And I'm like, yo, who the fuck am I to be pissed that I just had to wake up 6:15 in the morning to go live I
have the right.
My life is, I mean, when compared, like, yo, bro, count your blessings. Mm-hmm. Count your fucking blessings. Because guess what? That could be normal to them. They might be very happy doing what they're doing because there might be one of their cousins or whoever friends might not be working.
Right.
Or might be the person that they got to send money to back in Venezuela or Ecuador. They're like, there's levels of fucked up. What? Shut up. You just told, wipe my mouth. She was like, my bad. But there's levels of fucked up. And I'm in a very high level of fucked up. Or low level. I'm in a really great level of fucked up. I'm good. Okay? I'm excellent. What?
Okay.
Yeah. Low level of fucked up.
There's people way more fucked up than me right now. That's actually doing way better than me. There's people doing way better than me right now.
Right.
That kind of wish they was in my shoes.
Wonder if we could think of any examples.
Y'all know where I'm going with this.
No, take me home. Go ahead.
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
Definitely not taking you home.
Taking you home is crazy. Right.
But Diddy.
You think Diddy would switch places with you? Right now. Like,
okay.
Diddy right now. Right now.
No.
Right. I don't think he's like.
What do you think in a year? What do you think in a year's time? You think he would? Probably not, right? It probably won't. You probably still. Maybe. What about in 3 years' time? What if this really is bad?
All right. Well, paint the picture for us.
What if you get 20 years?
Or what
if they take everything? He's already lost Revolt. He's already lost Ciroc. He's literally lost almost every single thing.
Yeah.
His reputation is gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
Diddy's Franklin Saint.
What if he turns out to be Franklin Saint? Holy shit.
Yeah.
That was bringing somebody home.
I try.
Y'all want to talk about what we saw with Diddy this week?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nigga, you saw it?
Oh, I thought you was gonna pose it in a question form or something. Yeah, my take on it is
the feds ran into Diddy's crib.
Right.
Okay, what was the start of this? The feds run into Diddy's crib.
Huh? Cassie opened up the door.
Cassie opens up the door with this lawsuit because of this Survivor Act or this thing about being assaulted, right? Sexual assault claims or some shit like that. Right. The next day he settles. They're saying that his company settled. They're saying that it was an insurance settlement, that they was like, yo, being that your name is connected to our businesses, we have a liability insurance that will just pay that out just so that it doesn't affect the businesses.
Right.
That's what I've heard. I'm not sure if that's true.
It's not the first time they tried to get money. Remember when it first happened? It was like, they've been blackballing me for a minute. Remember, like, Diddy was like, they've been doing this for a while, trying to get, how much he got? Like 50 M's or something? Or 20 M's or something? Like, they tried to come to him, you know.
Cassie.
Yeah. They tried to come to him before it hit the media, like, hey, this is how we feel, whoop-de-whoop. This is what we want for, you know, restitution or some shit. And then Diddy's a cautionary tale. You know what I'm saying? Which is why it's interesting, because his ego, in my opinion, is why he's here today, right? And ego is obviously the downfall.
Do you think Diddy deserves it?
Yeah.
To be where he is today?
Yes.
But I don't know all the information. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to go on a limb and say, like, I read the 17-page document and stuff like
19.
that. 19. There you go.
But even so, I don't like this 19-page document.
I think if
nobody cares.
I think if Diddy has that, like, child related stuff in there, I think he has what's coming to him, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I think if Diddy's just a sexual deviant who likes gay men, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll stay clear of this a little bit or whatever. Like, I pay attention to it, but a lot of it is like, all right, he be using pink cocaine, okay, or he be with men that like men. Okay, he's just like I don't care. Like, why do we care? So but if it's the stuff about dealing with, like, kids or, like, sex trafficking minors and stuff like that, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I just think a lot of the conversation.
Okay, you're going so fast.
Okay,
you're going fast and you're going broad.
Okay.
There's been a lot of accusations, especially now, that have come out. Trom, have you been paying attention? You're completely oblivious, as usual.
I've been paying attention.
You've heard all of the different accusations. Let's start here with this lawsuit. The lawsuit comes out from an ex-producer, a producer that was with Diddy, that basically was said to be recording a lot of things going on while with Diddy. Diddy actually told him record and do all of these things, and so he basically is saying he forced me to do sexual things, see sexual things. There were times when I was groped by him personally. There were times when he actually had people assault me sexually. Other women, by the way. This is a man called Lil Rod. That's crazy for that to be the name, by the way. Lil Rod.
Let's call him Rodney.
That's not a crazy name for this? It's like, really? Why would you name yourself that? In this era? Anyway.
Rodney.
That sounds crazy though. Part of it to me.
So after Cassie's lawsuit, this thing comes out. Dodge corrected me. She's in the chat. She said it's 73 pages.
Right.
I saw a lot of the key pages. I didn't read the whole thing. I saw a lot of the key pages. there are pictures that basically are screenshots of videos. You have Cuba Gooding Jr., who was just added to this. You have Usher that's in this. What? I believe Meek Mill is in there. I think it's like redacted. He just like alluded to some of these people. Stevie J. Allegedly, there's like a video of him doing, bisexual things. And the feds run down. The feds crashed Diddy's crib in LA, the crib in Miami, basically stopped his plane, arrested a dude that was also named in these court documents, that was said to kind of be the person that procured drugs. Right. And, they're saying that Diddy sex trafficked. Do y'all know what sex trafficking is?
By textbook definition, I almost feel like I don't. By textbook theft. You know what I'm saying?
You know how many people,
what are we considering sex trafficking? It's like the death is like once you hit state lines or something like that somewhere else or whatever, it can be sex trafficking.
So that can be part of it, transport. Right. But it doesn't have to be that.
So what by definition?
I think Traum is Googling sex trafficking right now. Are you?
So I saw a video. It was actually it wasn't related to the Diddy tutorial case. No, it was like a TED Talk on sex trafficking. Mm-hmm. And I screenshot something. If I could just find it.
Mm-hmm. So I actually did go research the word sex trafficking.
Oh, right.
I was like,
what does that really mean?
You want me to stop talking while you keep looking?
Oh no, go ahead. I found the book.
Go ahead. Tell me.
So, three different parts. Act. So the act of sex trafficking is recruiting, or transporting, harboring, or obtaining a person, right? So those
against their will.
It would have to be.
So and then
consent. Is there consent not a thing?
Well, the next part is the means, threat or use of force, fraud or coercion. I think in Diddy's case, it's alleged that it's coercion. Like he's this powerful person. If you don't do this, things will happen to you. You know what I mean? If you do this, good things will happen to you. I'll get your record deal, whatever. You know what I mean? So that's the coercion. And what's the name? Rodney was talking about threat or use of force as well. And then purpose, the third part of it, which is exploitation, sexual exploitation, forced labor, or removal of organs. I don't think it went to that extent in this case, but yeah.
So when I think of sex trafficking, Zeus,
right.
You mentioned minors.
Yes.
Wasn't that part of the conversation?
In this document, in this thing, they basically are saying that he had minors at these sex parties that he does. Okay. They're saying Diddy does these lewd parties where there's all types of drugs. They drug the alcohol. They drug, might have the food infused, whatever it may be. Right. And then there's there's a bucket over here with Coke in it. There's a bucket over here with ecstasy in it. There's like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he's saying, and in this document, it's saying that Diddy basically drugged everybody in the party. People would wake up dazed and confused, and
yeah, this is tough.
Why?
Because I don't want to be a Diddy apologist. I generally don't care.
What's an apologist?
Like I don't want to minimize this situation and in support of Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to do that at all.
Don't say.
I'm not even going to use that word.
Say however.
However, right? Throw that 3-letter joint
Trump
in
was
there.
like, yo,
throw that 3-letter joint in there.
Do it.
Turn you into a meme on Summer Jam, boy. However, when things are one-sided, I think we naturally have to like give grace because we've only heard one side. You know what I'm saying? You kind of said it like Diddy drugged everyone at the party. That's literally what you said verbatim. And it's like, that means we're taking away people's decision to go to these parties and do drugs. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That means we're taking away the idea that they're consensually having whatever type of time they want to have. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. it's too broad when we say that, right? Like all I get from a lot of this, that's why I think I leaned on the minor stuff, like for like kids and whatever, because that for me would be like, oh shit. Everything else I get from this is like rich Hollywood people doing wild shit. Like I can't jack too much. I can't wrap my head around too much of it. You know what I'm saying? Like the coercion. I said that right? Coercion side. Yes, that they said that, and that's hella valid when you're that powerful and you can do X, Y, Z. But if we start talking about like these wild parties, LeBron was like, man, no party like a Diddy party, right? Like everybody's been to a Diddy party or whatever. Whether you did something in there or whether you didn't do something there, that's your prerogative. You know what I'm saying?
You said you haven't?
I haven't been.
Okay, well, right. All of them have been to a Diddy party. Whether you did something there or whether you didn't do something there, that's your prerogative. But the idea is almost like Diddy like laced everything and people didn't know that they were going to eat a croissant that had
That's actually alleged in the documents.
Is it really?
It's alleged that he drugged everybody and people didn't know what they was taking sometimes.
Right.
And they would wake up dazed and confused.
Just sometimes.
There are people that Little Rod, and this is the thing I don't like about this court document thing. Again, not to be a whatever word you just said.
Right.
Apologist. This is somebody that's accusing him. This is not it's not even a criminal case.
Right.
It hasn't been taken, it hasn't seen one day in court, right? This is literally me saying, you know what? I'm gonna go to my lawyer and say I want to file charges against this person. I'm gonna write all these things up, file a complaint. That's it.
It's a civil case.
That's it. But people are like, oh, you seen what's in the documents? You seen what's in the documents?
Like, is this after discovery? Like you know what I'm saying? Like there's no discovery on any of these things, right? That it's just, at least as far as we know, because we always hear things on the back end, right? Like we don't know.
Do you believe any of it?
Oh yeah, it's Hollywood.
Yeah, I believe that he's a sexual deviant who likes weird things. I believe that.
You believe there were minors there?
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked at that.
So
I guess that's what was that, like child endangerment or whatever? Right?
I mean,
like that falls under child endangerment.
Do you think that he was putting prostitutes on planes, traveling them across the place to do things with him, his rich friends?
That sounds like a good time for rich people. That part, you know what I'm saying? Like
it does.
Having millions of dollars and finding some of my favorite
isn't that the
IG models and be like, hop on this plane at 6 p.m. to come party with me and my friends.
They said that
11.
Justin,
sounds
his
like a good
son,
time. Like I don't.
They said that Justin, his son, was the one that was going to get the prostitutes.
I mean, it's sure his son is hip. Knows
Sean, what do you think about this?
Knows where the OnlyFans girls are. Like I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, okay.
So the fact that the feds are involved means that there was a warrant. That Homeland Security came to the crib. That means that they were granted a warrant. In order to get the warrant, a judge has to see something that's probable cause. So there was something presented to the judge or testimonies. It's not just Rodney. I'm gonna call him Rodney.
Well, I know for a fact that it's not Rodney. So I know for a fact that it has nothing to do with Rodney.
No, actually, well, I think Rodney has a lot to do with it because the things that he named were so alarming. But in conjunction with other people's testimonies, the Jane Does and John Does that are out there, if the feds see enough probable cause and the judge sees that, then they're going in, right? Now,
without no court case?
Right, they don't need a court case. This is all to build evidence in a court case. Right. So the feds going in are to gather evidence. So they're trying to go there to get video, cell phone, laptop evidence, camera evidence, things of that nature, fingerprints, DNA. They're checking the guns. You know what I mean? So what they're doing is going there with the warrant to see if they have evidence to go forward. Because from what I understand, and you know, I watched some videos with lawyers, criminal lawyers, talking about this case. And they were basically saying, like, with the feds, they're only going to trial if they have hard evidence. They're not going just based off of hearsay and eyewitness testimony. You know what I mean?
They're talking about he killed people.
Right. But without evidence, they're not going to even go down that lane. So they're looking for evidence. So I say all that to say there's enough there for his crib to get raided. I don't know if there's enough there to convict, and we'll see.
Do you believe
when Diddy settled that case, that was a problem. Settling doesn't necessarily mean I'm guilty.
Mm-hmm.
It means I don't want to fight this, right? Mm-hmm. But like you said, there's a lot of things named in there. I believe that case started this. The one he settled.
For sure.
It's the domino effect was that case.
Cassie's lawyer actually had something to say.
Mm-hmm.
We want to see justice.
Mm-hmm.
Which means to me, she might be one of them that's talking to them. Then you got the people she's interacted with over the years. Right?
Mm-hmm.
You got the people that she's saying, he did this to me. He's the one who drugged me. He's the one who, all of these things. She has names.
Mm-hmm.
She has proof, phone, video. She's been around.
Right.
When her lawyer came out and said that, I was like, ooh. That's why I said I know for a fact. Because I'm thinking she has something to do with this shit.
So what do you think they're actually looking to pin on them? Like what?
I don't want to know if it's sexual assault. I definitely know that honestly, I think this is an Al Capone case. I think they're trying to get him for tax evasion. I think they're trying to basically you're a foul person. You fucked over enough people. You've used your power too many ways, too many which ways. Mm-hmm. We're going to take you down however we can get you. And we're going to make sure it sticks. We're going to strip you of everything you have. You're going to do time. They're going to give him 15. Something like that. He's going to jail for a long time.
I think the sex trafficking is what they're going for. But
yeah, they're definitely going for the sex trafficking.
But to your point, whatever sticks is going to...
They're looking for whatever they could get him for.
Yeah.
Right.
At this point. You got people saying that the girl from the Shine video.
Right.
Hold on, let me play that video.
Can they reopen that case? No,
they actually, listen, that's a nutcase because...
Yeah, statute is up.
I mean, I think you even said it to the doctor that night, right?
I said it immediately. I literally watched them pull out the guns. I've had a clear point of view. I mean, for God's sake, I got shot in my nose. I was facing them directly. I watched everything occur and have described it, vehemently to all parties involved. I think in our society, we have respectability politics. There are people who want to be adjacent to power or celebrity or money, and there's a hierarchy of respectability. Because his name was more notable, he was believed rather than a victim who gave a first-hand account. By the grace of God, I survived.
Yeah, and this was also a different time. I mean, things were very, very different in 1999. I mean, did you sense right from the beginning that no one believed you?
Well, I don't think that was on my mind. I think first and foremost, I'm a mother of...
Basically...
What is she saying?
Huh?
What is she claiming?
She's saying that Diddy, the night that Diddy, Jennifer Lopez, Shine, she's saying Diddy's the person that actually shot her.
Okay.
She said she said it at first, then she recanted and then said it was Shine. And sent Shine to jail for 10 years.
And now she's saying again that it was Diddy.
And now she's saying again that it was Diddy. I believe that.
Wait, she recanted and said it was Shine?
Let me not even say that because I didn't really. It's a 7-minute video. I heard that and I watched the stories and shit. For the people in the comments, it's saying for the people saying she didn't say it then, that's not true. We all knew he lied and said Shine was the one with the gun. We just let that shit slide because he was Diddy. She been screaming for years that Diddy shot her. Now y'all want to listen. Shine should sue this woman into oblivion for the 10-year bid that he did for the shooting. Yeah, I don't really know what happened with this girl. I didn't do the deep dive into it.
Yeah. Why would Shine sue her if she's always said that it was Diddy?
I don't know. Maybe she went away. I don't know.
I think it's like
there's so many stories coming out.
I think things are just like she's just circling back on it, right? Because I remember that, right? We were old enough, obviously. When she got shot, we all heard somebody got shot, whoop-de-whoop, and then it came out that Shine shot her. But we all had a feeling it was Diddy, and then really early on, I felt like people was like, "Oh, Shine's taking the fall for Diddy," right? So then Shine does his 10, but she would have to have testified and said that it was Shine too. Right. You know what I'm saying? Which to me tells me that on the back end, as devious as it seems like Diddy is, he probably got people to come around to her side and be like, we're going to pin it on Shine. I wouldn't be surprised if she caught a bag on the back end. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they're saying.
Right. I wouldn't be shocked. And then we're gonna pin it on Shine. You're going to say it was Shine. We apologize. We cover all hospital stuff. Whoop-de-whoop, whoop-de-whoop, whoop-de-whoop. But it can't be Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Shine does 10 years, gets deported. I seen another interview with one of his bodyguards or whatever, where he was like, they gave Shine like a couple $1 million or $1 million for an album that never came out, but they put it under the idea that we're going to get a Shine album back then. But it was like, here's your payoff for doing the 10 years. You know what I'm saying? For Diddy as you go back home or whatever. So it would take two people to corroborate that, right? Like she would have to be like, it was him. Or maybe I guess she could have been like, I didn't see who it was. But then how could we put it on Shine on if she said, I don't even know who shot me or whatever the case may be.
And it's a nightclub. There's plenty of witnesses. Right. It ain't just them.
And if it was genuinely Diddy and the footage showed Diddy, then Shine couldn't have took the rap for it if it went down to Diddy, right? So she would have had to say, in my opinion, I could be wrong, that it was Shine too. Which means that they would have had to be like, hey, you're going to say it's Shine. Or because now, 20 years later, or I didn't see, but if she didn't see, there's no footage anymore. They probably burnt it, got rid of it or whatever, and then just put it on Shine. Because if it was Diddy, and let's say we're all agreeing it was Diddy, so I'm not like trying to say she's lying or whatever. It was Diddy. And if there is footage that you got shot, we see that, whoop-de-whoop, we would have seen Diddy shoot her. Right?
If there's footage.
Right, if there is footage. So if there's no footage, and they burnt the footage.
I think they just caught the car, the gun was in the car, Shine, Diddy, and J-Lo was in the car.
Right.
And they was like,
they said J-Lo had the gun, gave it to Diddy. Diddy ends up shooting this young lady. You see what I'm saying? I'm saying, I think, in a hunch, I think that she was, I don't know why she's speaking now, and that's whatever. But I personally think that they came to her and was like, we're going to pin it on Shine. And you're going to help us pin it on Shine. And we'll take care of your lawyer fees and all stuff, whatever the case may be. And then she walked away scot-free. Diddy walks away scot-free. They put Shine under the bus for 10. He comes back home. He goes back home, and everybody's happy. You know what I'm saying? I kind of see it that way, personally.
Bro, the way this is looking, this might be one of the biggest stories in hip-hop history.
Yeah.
Right?
It's bigger than hip-hop.
This is bigger than hip-hop.
Yeah.
Why? What do you mean when you say that?
Because of who's implicated on it. Like even one of the executives from UMG,
Universal Music Group,
and like the names that are mentioned. So like Prince Harry isn't implicated in any crime, but he's implicated in being present at these parties. Like the fact that they threw certain names in there makes this a bigger case. And all of his companies are also on this lawsuit. And Diddy isn't just music, you know what I mean? He's Hollywood, he's actor, he has media companies. It's like, it's bigger than hip hop.
What do you think his legacy is on at the end of this? Do you still play Diddy?
I haven't listened to Diddy in a long time. I still love Biggie, Small. I still love all of the Bad Boy connected music.
Yeah.
I still love No Way Out. I haven't listened to it in a while. I don't know do I stop listening to it? Like I don't. This shit is so nuts, bro.
It's not fair.
It goes so deep.
It's not fair.
No. Do I have?
No.
It does. It's connected to Mary J, Usher, Chris Brown,
which means
Biggie.
Nobody's gonna stop playing Diddy's music.
It's connected to so much of everything we know. This is people's like, oh, this is another R. Kelly. It's not R. Kelly.
No, this is not R. Kelly.
Totally
This is just Trump's. This is way past that. Diddy to me was the head of hip hop. He literally is the face of hip hop for the last 20, 30 years. And if you can give me another somebody, maybe if you say Drake, I'm gonna say Diddy's past Drake, way past Drake.
If you're from the East Coast, because somebody from
I would say he's one of the top three. I would say him, Dr. Dre, and Jay-Z.
And Jermaine Dupri.
Those three.
I mean, if we're thinking that big, Jermaine
Dupri was more R&B, I would say.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said East Coast. You know what I'm saying? Like if you if you take us back, Dr. Dre. But Jermaine was like before. Jermaine was like 91. He was putting out records or whatever. But I say that to say like if you go down south or whatever.
Was not before Dr. Dre. Are you serious?
You seen the Freaknik documentary?
The who?
The Freaknik documentary.
No, I never watched it.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not going to spoil it, but they talk about Jermaine Dupri. He talks. They credit him for a lot or whatever. And this was like 91 with Jermaine Dupri. You know what I'm saying?
Like Cross Colors and shit like that.
Yeah. This is 91, 93. This is before
That's right.
Dre. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you go down south, a lot of them have
Crisscross. I mean,
if you go down south, a lot of them have Jermaine Dupri as their Jesus.
Right.
Like, but East Coast we have like Diddy. Like, like I get it. It's just different regions. You know what I'm saying? So top 3, top 5. You know what I'm saying? In hip hop, sure, yeah. I don't think anybody's gonna stop playing Diddy. I played the Love album on purpose the other day to see if I felt the same.
And how'd you feel?
And records slap, boy. I'll tell you.
You do? I never listened to the album.
Really?
No, it's a good album.
Incredible.
I never listened to the album. I might have listened to it, but I never really gave it a good. I think there's a level of me hearing an album, and then me actually becoming one with the album.
Yeah.
I never did it because I never believed this Brother Love shit.
That's fair too, because it's all a front.
It actually it was an ick for me, Brother Love. It was a cringy Brother Love because I knew he was hiding something. Yeah. I knew something was going on where he was rebranding so hard. Shit. Stop. Should I?
You could.
I'm not.
All right.
But you know.
Yeah.
We all know.
Yeah.
Good. So y'all know that we'll be back. Listen, I got a lot more to go. We have people that are basically saying that Diddy tried to hire them and he was working with them and they quit. Once Diddy said, you either stay here and have sex with me or you're fired.
You're paraphrasing.
The nigga said, come fuck me or you're fired.
He said spend the night.
All right.
I mean,
that's what we doing, Tron?
I mean,
I'm just saying. Listen,
I mean,
that's what we saying.
We talking about court shit. Let's be correct with it.
I don't have to be. I'm not in this court document. I'm not a lawyer. I'm a chatty patty on a podcast.
I want to be responsible with our platform.
Yeah. Well, we're responsibly going to part 2 of this week's episode. I got a lot more. We're going to talk Young Miami. Shit, we're going to talk 50 Cent. We're going to fucking talk Usher.
What did he do?
We're going to talk Joe Budden. This is going to be a hell. Oh, I'm chatty patty it up. Oh, I'm getting it in with this chatty patty shit this week. I mean, listen, we're going to be responsible.
Let's do it.
Let's have fun. Y'all already know what it is. Patreon.com/So Shameless Podcast to get the rest of the dirt this week. What, Melly?
YouTube. This part will be on YouTube.
Oh, yeah. That's right. This week, we are starting a new thing that we're doing. We took all of our stuff off YouTube.
Oh, wow.
Not took it off, but we stopped putting it on YouTube. Okay. We just started putting it all on Patreon. The full 3-4 hour episode is on Patreon.
Right.
This week we're putting one episode up on YouTube just because I miss the comments. I miss the people who actually, we're engaging with people on YouTube. Yeah. So I'm like, yo, we got a 4-hour episode. Let's put one segment, right, Melly, on YouTube and let them know that the rest of the episode is in the Patreon.
I can buy the rest of this shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Yeah. But whoa, shit, nigga, we here for 4 hours.
Right.
We go give us something. We leaving here with something. All right? We'll see y'all tomorrow. Patreon.com/So Shameless Podcast. If you're on YouTube, if you want to listen to the rest of the episode. Well, we'll see you tomorrow.